let me continue with my painting and sharing with you. So here I have some high gloss paint, which I bought some time ago. And I always like to use the things which I already started. And I think this is very important for everyone. Always open your old things. See, can you use them? If you cannot use them, throw them away and then start with the new one. I bought a new bucket today of high gloss paint because I really loved it. I did my corridor, small part of it, and I'm extremely happy with the quality of the paint. Really extremely happy. I know it's a paint for wool and metal, so whoever is going to criticize me, I'm sorry, I know about that. But the quality is so good. It's absolutely amazing. I mean, I can recommend it to everyone who really wants to have a beautiful house. Use this paint. For me, this is absolutely amazing. I really love it. My corridor looks absolutely gorgeous. Now, I'm starting now with this little roller. Well, I'm sorry, I'm not a professional, so you have to bear with me, my funny way of doing painting. Now, what I'm doing now is I'm rolling the paint all over the basin in order to create a good level of paint all over it. And I was advised as well to take a carton and to roll the pen in it, to roll the roller in there in order to create smoother paint on the roller and then to start painting on the wall. So I covered my floor, of course, not absolutely perfectly well, but and now see how amazing is this paint. Can you see? Absolutely amazing. I'm going to probably go and send this video to the Deluxe company because I'm so happy with their product. I can really congratulate them. And when you do it like this, your wall is going to look very different. See how yellow is my wall? I don't know, can you really see it? But my wall is a bit darker, no matter that I washed it. No matter that it was not really possible to clean it, so now the paint comes over, but the paint is absolutely amazing. Can you see the huge difference? Can you see the yellow on the wall and now the white on the new paint, from the new paint? How amazing it is. Absolutely gorgeous. I'm so happy, you cannot imagine. I really love beautiful white walls. I think they're very important for the calmness of the person. So I think every room where you sleep, where you spend a lot of time, should be really like that. Apologies, I know many people like other colors, but for me white is the color. When I was a child, we used to have a lot of wallpaper in our house. So we'll learn how to do wallpaper together with my parents and my sister and brother. So we never painted actually then. There were only few people who were painting at that time, just because the norm was to actually... So see, on the carton you really do this, and this way your paint is not leaking on you and it's not going to the floor. And you see, after my painting I don't have any drop from the paint going onto the floor, which is absolutely amazing. I love it like that. I don't like when my things are covered with paint. I don't like droppings. I don't like this kind of things. So I don't know, can you see how I'm covering everything? I'm changing the direction of my painting, of my paint and my roller, in order to be really able to go to the corner. So this way I can really go in and I can do my corner painting as well. And what I'm doing now is I'm going to roll all of this. I'm going to leave the video to be recording for you. I don't know. how visible it's going to be, but try to have the bucket in there. So I'm trying to show you now my work. So what I do now is I take the paint, I roll it in the basin with the paint very well, and then I put it for a few minutes here on the carton to really clean all the droppings. And then I go in here on the wall and really paint as high as possible without chair, without a ladder, just because I think it's much nicer and easier when you do it like that. And when you do the end of the wall as well, don't go too far down in case that you have different paint or you have some kind of wooden bordering as we have here. And this is something very unique for me, for Ireland. When I was growing up, we never had this kind of bordering on the wall, at the very bottom of the wall. And I find it really very unuseful and very disturbing for my house cleaning. But unfortunately at the moment I cannot change the whole house with all of this. But my dream is again to have my full walls for myself, for easy clean, for easy keeping nice and clean all the time, because all of this wooden bordering takes dust. One more thing. If you have little things which come to your wall, clean them straight away. Never leave them there to stay. Really. So I don't know, can you see me? So I'm doing the other part of the room now, which is really wonderful to know and to see and to do. It's really amazing. Now, can you see the huge difference? Can you see the huge difference? Now, always watch when you're rolling. Are there any droppings from the paint staying on the wall? And always cover them. Go as further down as you can, and when you do that, but be careful to have some kind of a little space in between your painting and the very end of the wall, so that you won't disturb. And you won't create really anything bad for yourself for later on. What I'm doing now is I'm doing one coat of paint. What I'm trying as well to do is when I roll around, I go and I check after myself to see are there any parts of the painting where the paint was too much. Because sometimes, no matter that we try to be even, paint stays there and creates this kind of little bumpy things. So I go as high as I can. And I do one coating of paint on the wall, and then I'm going to do the whole room basically, from start to end. But can you see, even with one coat, what a huge difference. This paint is absolutely amazing. And I know the lady in the shop, in the B&Q shop, actually told me this is not wall paint, but no matter that, I'm so happy with it. I'm absolutely amazingly happy with it. This for me is a proper paint. Really beautiful looking, really shiny, really looking great, very easy to clean, really no stains stay there. At least in my corridor, I can see that after the painting the wall looks much better, much nicer. Now I'm so happy. You cannot imagine how my soul is actually at the moment singing along with me that at the end this wall is going to look beautiful, real beautiful. So what I do as well, as I did not have a chance to cover all of the parts, I'm taking it slow around the furniture in order not to touch it. So yeah, but I'm so happy. You cannot imagine. This is absolutely gorgeous work. Girls, if any of you live in Ireland and you need help with all of this, doing it for yourself, call me. I can come and help. I'm very happy to help people and to have as well a wonderful time together. But doing our houses beautiful again, doing our houses and our walls really shiny and really covered with the beautiful new paint. This is something absolutely gorgeous, and it's so easy and nice. And one of the other tricks as well is to take a bigger roller. So basically what I did was I took this one, and I know that there's some bigger ones, but I think because I'm doing this small room at the moment, this is more than enough for me. There are smaller rollers, but with the smaller ones it's much harder actually, because you don't cover such big parts of the surface. So it is really not easy, but I'm so happy you cannot imagine. Oh, you cannot imagine how happy I am. Really nice. Really, such a huge difference. I believe I need to have the light on. I don't know, can you see the difference in my wall? But let me show you. Can you see in the corners how dark the old way was, and now with the new one, how beautiful and nice it is, and what a huge difference it makes actually. I'm going to show it closer to you so that you can realize the difference in the colors. Probably you can see that even now, much nicer, huge difference. You can see the top, it shows so well where I've painted and where I didn't. I know ceiling is going to be a big challenge, but let me hope that as the walls went so well, the same will be with the... by the way, see? Can you see the little waves which come along at the time when you paint, and after that they appear on the wall? So it's better when they're really new and they're really just starting to be there, to kind of roll over them and to make a huge difference. And you have to be aware that you need to do this few times. So you need to put few coats of paint in order to really have the proper good looking wall, because although you might try to do it by one time, it won't work. It never does. It's never possible really with one coat of paint to properly paint the whole wall. There are always little things which stay there, which really, can you see the difference now? So I'm going over the holes, and so many of the holes now are so hardly even visible, just because the paint is so beautiful, so good, so thick, that actually can really properly cover everything. I'm so delighted with my wall. I'm so happy with my wall, really. Thank you so much, whoever created this beautiful paint. Let them be blessed, because for me this is very important. I love when things are done in a good way, and I really love when they're properly created, so the people can really benefit from using them. And with everything else as well, even when I do my payroll files, and even when I do my tax returns, I try the best and possible for the client to be the most beneficial in the work which I do. So I hope that you're the same as me. I believe it's really important for everyone to be like that. The world is getting a better place when it is like that. Funny enough, now saying all of this, once I made a compliment to a gentleman, and I was telling him that he is really well painting the gate of the state where I live. And funny enough, he did half of the job really well, and then he did the other half of the job really bad. And I was so much disappointed, because people cannot take proper compliment. People cannot take good words for what it is actually. They always think there is something sinister behind it. So, and this is really not nice. For me, I really don't like the way nowadays society changed the words, and instead of accepting that somebody told you a nice word just because they were happy and they were polite and they really wanted to make you happy because you were making them happy with your work, with the high quality of the work which you do. People really twist all of this, and they say, oh, if she's nice to me, if she's saying nice things to me, that means that she is actually laughing at me, but with polite words. And I find this really disappointing, really disappointing in nowadays society, that people are actually changing the meaning of the words, and instead of using good words as they are as good words, and instead of bad words as they are bad words, actually they twisted the good words, and now the good words are turned into monsters, which seem to be nice on the outside, but actually inside they're not nice, and I really don't like that. And I know this is very typical for all of the modern Western societies, for Europe, for United States, for Brazil, that people have to be over polite, and then you know that something is wrong, that the people have to be really using all the time always positive words and very nice words, which I find sickening, because that's why there is a difference in the words. And it's really bad that nowadays society really changed all of this and changed the perception. See how nice it's happening now? Oh, it's so beautiful. So beautiful. Really nice. So these are my little thoughts, and I'm continuing with my painting. I'm sending this to you now, Lot. Tell me what you think about it.